Ready for some intergenerational quickfire questions? Here we go. What is your name?
My name is Nick Stern.
My name is Fatu Jeng.
Where are you from?
I'm from the UK.
I am from Banjul, the Gambia.
What title do you have, or how would you describe yourself?
I am Lord Nicholas Stern, a member of the House of Lords, but more importantly, I'm a professor at the London School of Economics.
I am the founder of Clean Air Gambia, a youth-led environmental organization working on conservation, awareness, and gender climate change. So, to describe myself, I am quite a bubbly person and really active. Yeah. Oh, I know a new mom.
What was your first climate or environmental conference?
The first climate conference I attended was in 2006 in Nairobi.
The first climate conference I attended was in 2015. That was the Plan for the Planet Youth Summit.
How old were you when you first heard about climate change?
And, I have to search back a bit on this one. But my guess is I first heard about climate change in the early 1990s, after the Rio Summit in 1992.
When I first heard about climate change, I'll say I was around 14, 15, 16.
What area of climate solutions do you feel is most urgent?
I actually think that's not a terribly good question, because we really have to act to bring down emissions. At the same time, we know that climate is giving us a hard time now, and we have to adapt. And we also know that our natural capital, our biodiversity, our land is enormously important, both directly and in terms of what it does to the climate. So I think one of the key lessons in all this is you have to act on all these things. You can't rank one above the other. You have to push hard on all at the same time.
One investment area would be the issue of climate financing and loss and damage, but also I will also bring in the issue of climate justice, which also talks about the issue of marginalized communities, including women and girls and young and future generation.
What actions do you take in your daily life?
Well, first, I guess, is my work. I try to teach about climate change. I'm very much involved in public decision making, but also there's the daily life. And I drive an electric car, and we warm our house and our hot water and so on a ground source heat pump. And of course, I try to raise issues as a public citizen and try to help put pressure on politicians to take good decisions.
So as a founder of a youth-led environmental organization, we embark on a lot of activities ranging from awareness creation, capacity building programs, etc. But for me personally, it involves a lot of writing with my members and also with my network.
Who was your first climate hero?
That's quite a hard question, but I think I would think of two sorts of people. And one is the scientists from which I learned. And I think on the political stage, Al Gore played a tremendous role.
Wangari Maathai.
What responsibility do you feel your generation has to secure a safe future?
Immense. I mean, we really messed up in terms of understanding the problem far too late. And now, with the advance of technologies, with new ways of running cities, new ways of restoring our ecosystems and degraded land, there's so much that we can do. And it will make for a better way of living. We can do that, and our generation has a tremendous responsibility to push very hard in that direction. It will be better for us, but even more important, it will be better for those who follow. I have 3 children and 5 grandchildren, and they are enormously important in my urge to really try to move forward myself and to get my generation to move forward.
So, even though we are the generation that doesn't really contribute to the climate crisis, we play a very important role in holding our leaders accountable and reminding them about the urgency and the need to protect our environment, and also to remind them the need to invest, especially in finances and policies that will protect our generation and the generation unborn. So we owe it upon ourselves to put pressure to remind our leaders to make sure that there is accountability in the process, so that young and future generation, like the generation of Mohammed, can have a livable planet free from a lot of environmental hazards or a lot of destructions as far as our environment is concerned.
That's great, thanks.